Top 10 Best Movies 2017. Past year was a great year for such movies, so with that said, here are 10 where life hack Lane thought made the biggest impression on both audience members and critics. Number 1. American Honey. If ever there was a modern-day movie that explores contemporary America in a more realistic and somber light, then American Honey is that film, directed by Andrea Arnold. The plot revolves around the relationship between a small-town girl from Oklahoma and a charismatic magazine seller who offers her a job with his posse as they travel in a white van selling magazine subscriptions, drifting from state to state with nothing but drunken revelry and hopes of a better tomorrow keeping them going. American Honey echoes the lives of a lost generation Kerouac and Fitzgerald and Hemingway wrote so passionately about in their fiction. Number 2. Café Society. Woody Allen's films have a tendency to be over-romanticized and predictable, and barring Midnight in Paris and Blue Jasmine, his recent offerings since the turn of the millennium left a lot to be desired, but Café Society was one of Allen's better films, and while not perfect, the performance from the burgeoningly talented Kirsten Stewart coupled with the film's wistful and comedic premise of a young intern falling in love with his super-agent uncle's mistress offered more charms than faults. Admittedly, setting a movie during Hollywood's golden age is nothing new, but with only an hour and a half running time, you'll be leaving the cinema wishing it was longer. Number 3. La La Land. Musicals in cinema aren't easy, least of all live-action ones, but when you're a 31-year-old director whose debut, Whiplash, was nominated for nearly every award going, you can be optimistic that La La Land isn't any ordinary musical, the brainchild of Damien Chazelle, who both writes and directs. La La Land revives an out-of-favor genre with astounding results as Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone sing and dance to a romance we all aspire to. Number 4. Victoria. What starts out as a young woman partying with a group of men in an underground Berlin nightclub soon turns into a high-octane police chase, which is precisely what makes this German India must-see, visceral and theatre-like in its ambition, for a film that sets out to tell a story between the hours of 4 and 6:30 a.m. Victoria ends up doing a job most films couldn't. Number 5. Spotlight. Exploring the sensitive subject of sex abuse in the Catholic Church could have easily derailed Spotlight's success, but thanks to the performances of its leads, that was never going to happen, rightly winning Best Picture at 2016's Academy Awards. Spotlight, despite its plaudits, was accused of being more like a television drama than a movie. And they weren't wrong. Nonetheless, Spotlight was a cinematic experience like few others, with no CGI explosions, heartfelt crying or world-class cinematography needed when shining a light on how a team of courageous journalists uncovered one of the biggest scandals in years. Number 6. Joy. This unusual yet stunning biopic of the little-known inventor of the Miracle Mop became an award-season favorite, and rightly so, portrayed by the ever-impressive Jennifer Lawrence. The American dream in Joy is depicted for what it truly is, a greasy pole that only the most determined can climb. With that said, Joy is more than a sentimental celebration of American capitalism. Its real strength lies in director David O. Russell's analysis of the everyday tribulations of the working-class American family, a subject Hollywood rarely explores well. Number 7. The Witch. Horror in modern-day cinema isn't what it used to be. Gone are the days of Stanley Kubrick and Roman Polanski's masterpieces The Shining and Rosemary's Baby. It seems the best horror we have now is Paranormal Activity, a sad state of affairs, no doubt. but one which was somewhat altered in 2016 thanks to the release of the spine-chillingly brilliant New England set film, The Witch, seemingly paying homage to period horror dramas like The Crucible. This disturbing psychological thriller is as nail-biting as they come, and though cryptic in its plot and indeed its end, the movie's premise, while undoubtedly ambiguous, is no doubt engrossing. Number 8. The Big Short. Another film in a long line about the financial crisis of 2008 should have been met with derision, but thanks to Adam McKay's marvelous adaptation of Michael Lewis's book of the same name, The Big Short was a critical and commercial success. Analyzing the success, one could attribute a large chunk of it to the cameo appearances of Selena Gomez and Margot Robbie, who explained much of the economic jargon lost on us in skimpily clad clothes, or in Robbie's case, in the bath. Yes, they really did make the mortgage crisis attractive, and with world-class performances from the whole cast, which included the likes of Hollywood heavyweights Brad Pitt, Christian Bale and Ryan Gosling, McKay's first foray into serious filmmaking was a surprising success. Number 9. Anomalisa. Charlie Kaufman doesn't seem to understand the concept of happiness, which sits well with us if he continues to make harrowingly mesmerizing movies like Anomalisa. The plot, that of a lonely public speaker drifting through various hotel rooms to speak at various functions across America, is told through the rare medium of stop-motion puppets, like Kaufman's best-known movie, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. There's something oddly uplifting about a film riddled with depressive dialogue and emotionally doomed characters. Number 10. Creed. Before critics sat down and watched Creed, many approached it with caution, with the consensus being that it was nothing more than a rip-off Rocky movie starring Sylvester Stallone. Critics were quickly proved wrong, however, with Stallone's character seemingly serving as guidance in real life as well as in the movie to one of Hollywood's most promising actors, Michael B. Jordan. Better still, Creed is a rollercoaster movie, filled with joy, anguish, adversity and hope, themes that, if done well, can often offer a shining light to those going through hardship, something a good boxing movie does better than any other. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos.